Hi, everyone. Welcome to my very first episode of what I'm going to call Comic Book Stories. So, what you see on the table is a package that just arrived, minus the label. I did a little pre opening. I'm going to get to this in a minute because this is sort of the focal point of today's video, but I'll give a little bit of a background story to that relates to the book that's in there. So the story goes like this. The year was 1977. I was 12 years old. And in 1977, I got my first comic book price guide, which was this one right here. So let's have a little look at it. Comic book price guide number 7. Cost $7.95. You see it's in pretty sorry shape. That's it, though. And this is it. You can see it has some very plain sort of type, almost like it was actually typewriter printing. So, a short time after I got this, well, more than a short time, it's probably a couple of years after, 1979. And at that time, I was going to conventions once in a while, and I was working on my Incredible Hulk collection. Now, back at that time, I had like no money. So when I went to a comic book convention, I would spend in the single digits of dollars. I'd go to a convention and spend $6, $7. I don't know. I don't know when it was that I spent over $10. It was past 1977 or 79. I'll tell you that. So around 1979, I was perusing this, and I was working on my list for a convention I'd be going to shortly, and I was writing down lots of candidates for things I would buy. So one of the books I came up with, because I thought that the price seemed attainable, the book seemed attainable for the price, and we'll get to that in a minute. And it was for the book that, well, I never did wind up buying it, because when I got to that convention, that would have been 2 years after this guide came out, so the prices had already gone up a bit, and they were out of my range, so I didn't buy the book. About a year and a half later, I got out of comic books for over a dozen years, and then even when I got back in, I just never picked up this book that I'm talking about until now, and that is the book that is in here. So, over 40 years after the first time I got the idea to buy this book, but the price was too high, and I'll show that at the end. I finally got this comic book. So what is it? Well, for starters, it's upside down, but this is it here. Iron Man #1. See if I can pull it out of here. I always do this. Well, let's see. There could be tape on the back. Yeah. I should have done this ahead of time, like I pre-opened the box, but I didn't pre-open the comic book. This is a little bit tricky. Again, because I'm always holding the camera in one hand. There we go. Well, it didn't make much of a difference. But that's it. Iron Man #1. Okay. So back in 1977 price guide, this is why I thought it'd be a good book to pick up. In 1977 Overstreet price guide, and the prices are just listed good, fine, mint. They only have 3 prices. So down, here you go, and it's even pictured. Iron Man #1. So here it is. Iron Man #1, May 1968. #1, Origin. $1.70 in good, $3.35 in fine, and $5 in mint. So I had in my mind $5. I could pick up a really nice one. But again, 2 years later, the prices had gone up, and I don't remember what they were. Who knows? What could it have been? $8, $10, $12? I don't know. But it was too much for me, and I never bought it. But I got it now, and I'll say this: it cost a little bit more than $5. Thank you, and I'll be doing more of these comic book stories. They're very minor, small, unimportant stories, just personal to me, but maybe there'll be someone out there who gets a little bit of amusement out of it. Thank you.